I want that bike.
Exceeded my expectations.
St. Magnus rides the bike.
Without any further ado, I want to show everybody the bike.
CAO, brother.
I don't know shit about bikes, but I would ride that any day.
Tour is off. Tour is off. That's it. We're keeping it.
Honestly, the bike exceeded my expectation. I mean, I had a vision in my mind of what it was going to be, but until I actually saw it up close and saw the detail and the paint and every little last, and there's so much about that bike, you can just stare at it and just look at it for 20 minutes and still find little nuances.
I love the rustic look of the bike, the matte finish versus the gloss.
The leather work, oh, it's absolutely amazing, especially down the tank. I love that.
My name is John Buber, and I'm with CAO International, and I wanted to thank all of you for coming out to see the unveiling of a very special project that we've been working on.
Yeah. Liberty, freedom, the freedom to smoke is all us cigar smokers are all about that.
They can sign up either online at CAOCigars.com. We also will have a drawing at each store that we do, probably about 100 plus stores throughout the year, where we'll have a raffle and one person from each of those stores will be represented in the ultimate drawing. We'll have semi-finalists, call it down to about 10 semi-finalists from online and in-store, fly them all to Nashville, have a big party, and give somebody a bike.
I'm really excited about the raffle.
And I was just drawn out of the hat for the chance to win the Lady Liberty bike.
Yeah, I bought a box of cigars so I could get a raffle ticket, I want that bike. It's awesome.
We've never done saddlebags on any bike ever. That's the only seat we've ever done like that where it's into
Congratulations, Christian.
Yeah. Co-branding was dead on. I mean, when you guys came up with the theme for, free to ride, free to smoke, it's so poignant because there's so few places that you can actually enjoy a cigar anymore. I think that aspect really is timely, poignant, and I think that the America theme tied in well with Lady Liberty. It just all came together. Couldn't have been better. My hope is that that bike takes on its own persona, its own celebrity, that by the end of this year, everybody's going to want to see Lady Liberty.
There were plenty of times where we would sit here and look at this bike, trying to think of something little to do to set it off a little bit, and we'd pull out a cigar.
I think the most exciting thing for us right off the bat is when Steve came down and he had a set of tanks, and he was explaining to us what they wanted done with the tanks, and we hadn't even really had the opportunity to do something like that yet.
We built a totally different bike from what we talked about at first. We changed the fenders up, we changed the tanks up, went with different style bars, went with 2 saddlebags instead of 1. The leather work is probably my favorite part of this entire bike.
It's pretty good.
He rode in on the bike, and everybody turned around and got up and went to go look at it, and it was pretty cool. I just kind of stood back in the back and just watched everybody's reaction, and it was cool to see people pointing out little stuff, little details that we did on the bike that they noticed. That was pretty cool. Just people's smile on their face and just seeing them saying, wow, that's cool. That's kind of a good feeling.
Absolutely blown away. I mean, all the detail that you can't really gather through a photo.
There's absolutely nothing that wasn't well thought of about this particular machine. I think it's a good representation of CAO.
Love CAO. I smoke and I ride.
It had qualities of the old school that I was really impressed with, along with the new school stuff.
And once we had the idea and the theme and everything agreed upon, it was probably 8 weeks, I think, something like that. And I think the paint was still drying last night before you guys put it on the trailer, so it's just beyond our wildest expectations. It's truly a one-of-a-kind piece of art. It's beautiful. We're so happy. It's going to be hard to give it away. It really will be.